Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to.
What's your dream for VZ?
My what?
Your dream for VZ?
My dream for VZ is that with time when I'm not here, VZ will still be able to stand and run as a very strong business, as a very strong enterprise that is run by a set of values, that is run by a set of by a structure that is totally subordinate to where we are coming from. Like I said, run by a set of values that have very deep connection to the things that matter in a corporate setting, and also much more importantly, to the things that matter to every human being. Again, as you do know, one of the concerns that one has always had for businesses, especially in Nigeria, is what happens after the division. I really hope and pray that VZ becomes something that operates public trust without it.
Okay.
That's my.
What is your candid general assessment of the marketing communication industry right now in Nigeria?
It's a very dynamic environment now, and so because a lot of things that you used to have a halo effect on has now been made a leveler. The technology has made it a leveler. It's an enabler. But creativity is still very important. Innovation is still very important. Insight into what the market wants and desires is also very important. So even as it morphs into different practices and subsets, you still have the need to be creative and the need to be innovative about the solutions that we bring to the table. So the old way of defining and looking at marketing communication itself has changed. Now it's a lot more democratized. The same thing with just the general media consumption and ownership and practice. All of those things have changed. Anybody with a camera today can say I'm a journalist, and then they start recording stuff, and they have the freedom to post it and make it go live. As long as they have followers who are engaging, who are sharing, who are liking, they become quote unquote journalists. You can even further define yourself as an investigative journalist, and then people latch on to that. Yes, he's an investigative journalist. So those are the kind of things that we are seeing today. So there's a lot of self-fear. So the thing is, how do you still meet people at their state of need in such a way that you can offer them solutions? So it's like a moving target. And basically, that's why also designing creative solutions you have to be able to understand people's appetite, how risk averse they are, where you can meet them to have the best conversations, and certainly how you can help to have conversions for them to make a purchase decision. So it's a lot more difficult than it used to be. It's a lot more scientific than it used to be. But again, it's a lot more interesting than it used to be.
Okay. Now, for those who may not know, and maybe those who are going to see this video when we eventually upload it, what exactly do you people do in marketing communication?
Well, okay, so I'll try and define it by what has happened over time and where we are today. A marketing communication will basically design communication and marketing strategies to be able to cultivate and persuade somebody to make a purchase decision. That's what we do ultimately. And that can manifest through different media, through different platforms, through different creative strategies and techniques that we use. This can be through broadcast, can be through print, can be through posters and outdoors, can be through digital options now today. That's what marketing communication is about. The most important thing is always about the strategy. Once you have a good strategy in place, that every other thing can follow. As Wednesday, for instance, when we always pride ourselves on what we call Autobots. And Autobots is on time, on budget, and on strategy. And it's simply that over time and again, we found that there are three key concerns that every every client has, and that also defines their go-to-market strategy. One is the timeliness of whatever solution that whatever creative material or creativity or communication they are designing to be able to get people's attention. That's number one. Number two is that the budget. No matter how big an establishment they are or corporation they are, clients never have sufficient budget. So again, how do you manage budget in such a way that you can address what we call the priority areas? And number three is strategy. Again, if you are timely, you have the money and the budget and you can manage it well, and your strategy is wrong, it means that ab initio the first two things are wasted. So you must have strategy that you can say will drive you medium to long term. All right. So are these ideas that you're initiating or that you're working on, are they good enough to sustain you for a long period of time? So whatever I spend is amortized. So that's how we find Etobus. And that's what marketing communication tends to address today. But of course, because people now live in a lot much more individualistic state, so it becomes a lot more challenging to be able to read them and congregate shops. So again, the thing is, as you get attention of people, to be able to communicate with them, to be able to engage them, and ultimately to be able to make a purchase decision in favor of your product or service.